Hi folks, welcome to the Daily Wrap. Robert Quigley here. We're on the road to the White House in 2024. This particular video is going to be rather short. We're going to cover one quick issue to highlight a much broader, very important point and issue that has developed all across America that needs immediate attention. Well, we learned this week that Montgomery, Alabama, of all places, arrested an 82-year-old woman who failed to pay her $77 trash bill. Oh my goodness. Folks, do we realize that one of the reasons our forefathers abandoned Europe in the late 1500s, in the 1600s, in the early 1700s, all the way up until the 1800s, was that debtor prisons existed? We're talking about the world of Charles Dickens. This is happening in America. It's 2022. Let's dissect this issue for a moment. Montgomery, Alabama, the state of Alabama, you are doing wrong. This 82-year-old woman is extremely likely to be living off of public benefits. For her, $77 is probably a week's worth of groceries. First, you should not be giving her a bill to collect the trash. Number two, trash collection is a local government responsibility. Number three, it is a collective taxpayer responsibility to make sure that trash is collected. Folks, this is no different than the days of payments to local firehouses. And we all know what happened. You didn't pay your local firehouse bill, your house caught on fire, and the fireman showed up and said, "Pay us or we're going to watch your house burn down." Folks, we cannot have trash building up in alleys and people's houses because they cannot pay these trash collection bills. America was founded on the idea that there will never be a debtor's prison. The legal system in America was founded on the idea that we do not throw people in jail for monetary debt. That's called the civil law. The civil law is all about collecting money or fines or penalties or transferring money from one party to another. The criminal law is about putting people in jail. The non-payment of a bill is not criminal activity. Folks, what happened in Alabama? I've never been to Montgomery, Alabama, but looking at this article, I can only imagine, and please correct me if I'm wrong, there are plenty of comments below. This part of Alabama is probably less than economically booming. Folks are probably struggling. And someone in their local government got the idea that, hey, we will just collect these fees with the criminal law system because nobody's paying attention to us, and hey, we'll do whatever we want. Folks, when I get to the White House, this kind of situation, as well as the tens of thousands of others just like it that are creeping into the American legal system across the country, are going to be brought to an end. We have guiding principles in America. Debtors' prisons are not acceptable. Shame on Montgomery, Alabama. You need to release this woman from jail. You need to compensate her for the time and effort and struggle you put her through. And you need to stop even thinking it's okay to collect a $77 trash bill from these senior citizens in Montgomery, Alabama. Shame on you. For everybody else, folks, I'm sure you agree with me. This is an example, probably, I'm only guessing. I don't know if it's a Republican district or not, but we see this kind of behavior on the right-wing section of the Republican Party. We see this abuse of the legal system across the board. We've all experienced something like this in our lives, and we need leaders in the White House, leaders in the federal government that know where the lines are drawn, and to slap those hands of the local governments and the state governments when those lines are crossed. I'll say it again, folks. Shame on you, Montgomery, Alabama. For everybody else, Merry Christmas. Until we meet again.